What is up, you guys? We are here. It is Thursday. We got BNN Media, Bino and Nicky kicking it live. What's up, B?
How are you, my friend? What's going on today, brother?
We actually got a lot going on today. There's a whole bunch of headlines today, and we might as well just get right into it. I woke up to my wife asking me this morning if I saw the Vince McMahon article, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But Vince McMahon, can you say hostile takeover at the E?
Yeah, it looks like a hostile takeover there for sure.
Now I don't know. They're already investigating him. Vince loves to get his rocks off. We all know that. But it sounds like they're trying to make him out to be a Harvey Weinstein. The board of World Wrestling Entertainment Incorporated is investigating a secret $3 million settlement that longtime chief executive Vince McMahon agreed to pay to a departing employee with whom he allegedly had an affair. According to documents, people familiar with the board inquiry... oh no, that's not what I want to do. How do I read more? Really? This is one of those pages where you have to be a subscriber to read more?
I guess so.
It's the Wall Street Journal. Where's the one I read earlier? Here it is, ESPN. Oh, it's basically the same exact article, the first paragraph. The separation agreement, which was signed in January, is meant to prevent the now former employee from discussing her relationship with McMahon or making disparaging comments about him. According to the Journal, an email sent to WWE board members March 30th indicates that the 76-year-old McMahon hired the former staffer, a 41-year-old, on a $100,000 salary, and then gave her a $200,000 raise after the start of the alleged sexual relationship with her. And he's given her $3 million to keep her mouth shut. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I would imagine they're definitely looking in to see if it came out of his checking account or if the check came out. Because if it came out from the company, he's in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think he's that stupid. What's he, 60, 77, 76?
71, it said.
Then he's 71.
Yeah,
she's 41. She's 41.
Yeah.
I thought he was 76. I could have swore Pat McAfee said he was 76 when he did that squat thing, remember?
I don't remember. This says the... Hold on, where was I? I could have sworn I just read it. Oh, yeah, 76.
Okay, 76. All right.
Yeah, she's 41.
She's 41?
Yeah.
It's going for the younger broad. Nice.
I wonder, like, when you get to be rich like them and working Washington like his wife, you don't really put your personal life out there. I wonder if she even still lives at the house. Like, I wonder how, like... Cause
what, their relationship? Him and his wife?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I know she knows that he was a terrible cheater over the years, right? He had many affairs on her, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you keep reading the article, what the board is trying to bring up is all the old sexual harassment claims about him.
Yeah.
Like it's a constant thing.
Yeah.
A lot could happen to him for this, man. Like
that sounds to me like the board. That's like a power move by them.
Yeah,
to get him out of there. To get him out of there. And like you said about the guy Khan there.
Yeah.
That he's the guy. He's the guy to keep the costs low and keep the profits coming in. That's the guy they want.
It is, but he doesn't know a guy. That's like, it's going to be like WCW all over.
Having board member trying to run wrestling. Yeah.
I mean, me and you talked about this earlier. There's one person who should really be the one in charge of that company.
Triple H, you think they'll do it, though?
No, I don't think they'll do it.
He won't go against him. I don't think he'd go against his father-in-law either, because that'd be kind of like...
But you got to think, too, if like it does get to that point, Vince would probably want him there more, or Steph or Shane over some corporate person just coming in.
But I don't. The way that company is now, though, because it's a public company, he really has no say.
They were saying though on Busted Open today, the way that like all like their ownership shares are broke down. Even if they kicked Vince out, the McMahon family wouldn't lose controlling interest.
No, they'd still have controlling interest.
Right.
Then what they could do is this. Companies have done this before. I actually just saw a thing on Long John Silver's. Remember Long John Silver restaurants?
Yeah.
They were public. Okay. And they bought back all the shares, and went back private again. So McMahon could do that.
Yeah, I've heard of other companies doing that too. I can't really think of any offhand, but I know that companies that's been something that happens.
Yeah, so they can't be ousted.
Yeah.
So he might do that, but that'll cost him a ton of money.
Oh yeah, it definitely would.
But he's a billionaire, so he can obviously afford that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
he can obviously afford that.
It is going to be interesting to see though, because with it being a public company.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think they may try to, just from everything that's come out in the article about how they're looking into the old accusations
Yeah. Yeah, but they can't hold that against him, the old accusations.
Well, they can, I think, if they're trying to look at it as like it's a constant thing. Like it becomes a point where it's like a danger almost. Like
if he's
like if they can prove that it's like continuous, like
they don't want to keep him in that position as a face of a company.
Yeah,
because it's a publicly traded company. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that.
That's just crazy, man. But because think about it, like if you were really going to have somebody else come in and run that place.
Yeah.
When Triple H was in NXT, he literally put on the best wrestling that was on TV for like a 2-year time period. Their ratings were unreal.
I've heard that from other people, and obviously from you. I've heard that Triple H had done a tremendous job.
Like the match quality at all their pay-per-views were insane. Like he did a hell of a job. That's why I wonder why like they're tearing everything down that he did, because he did a hell of a job there.
Yeah, he did. But I don't think Vince liked that he was getting too much credit for that, you know?
Yeah, no, not at all, because then it looked like he was getting somebody was doing better than him.
Yeah, exactly. And that Vince can't have that. Not when you again, I'll go back to what we were talking about yesterday with Trump about the alpha male mentality. Yep. He's another guy that has it. He has that mentality. You know, when it borderlines narcissism. I know because I live with it. You're so confident. You're so, you know what I mean? That you can do whatever you want to do. And at the end of the day, sometimes that really burns your ass in the long run, because you cross lines at some point. You know what I mean? From what's right and what's wrong, you start crossing lines, and you got to be very careful to check something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean it might be at the point where he's gotten away with stuff like this for so long. It just he thinks it's okay to do.
Hi, Jill. Schnookums. Hi, Schnook. I got to do something real quick for Jill.
What do you got?
I told her I'd sing a little Sinatra for her.
Oh boy, this is going to be great.
Should I do it?
I mean, go ahead. You already told her you were going to.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea.
I love it.
It lingered there.
The bee man on the
to
stick.
touch your hair and walk with me.
We got to get some instrumentals
all
going
summer
here.
long.
Summer long.
We sang a song.
Oh my goodness.
2 nights that never end.
That absolutely sounds like a record my grandmother used to
play. 2
play.
sweethearts and the summer wind. There you go, Frank Sinatra, people. The chairman of the board.
There we go. Bino Sinatra, huh?
Hi, Nicky. How are you?
Hey, Nicky Drums. And then in other news today, we have our good friend there, your good friend.
Jerk-off Joe Biden.
The guy completely running the country into the ground.
Now, do you want to hear what Jerk-off Joe's new thing is?
You followed up on all the politic reports today, and I covered the sports and Kartrashians. You go ahead with the Jerk-off Joe segment today.
So, now everyone understands how bad our country is right now with inflation,
such a putt.
And the gas prices and everything is out of whack, the baby formula shortage, everything, right? So what is Jerk-off Joe's number one agenda that he announced? Do you want to know?
I'm sure it has something to do with helping another country.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
He now is blackmailing the USDA to give funds for food.
Yeah.
To schools, anything like that, farmers markets, anything like that. If they do not adhere to transgender policies, allowing the bathroom policy, all transgender policies, they get shut off from federal funds completely. Dude. So that's his big thing. That's so the country's not in bad enough shape. This is what's really bothering him.
All right.
That this is a priority for Joe Biden. Jerk off Joe.
I'm going to make this clear. We're not like bashing transgender people.
No, I'm not at all.
But when it comes to school, even a senior in high school, that is not an okay enough age to have guys pissing in the girls' room and girls pissing in the guys' room because they think they're a different gender. Like that is.
No, I'm not. I don't care about any of that. But this is his big concern right now over inflation, over the gas prices, over not having baby formula, over people not being able to pay their bills, over his terrible economy. Yeah. No, this is his big priority right now.
No, I get that.
That and send billions of dollars to Ukraine, right?
Yeah, like I said, anything that doesn't help our country he's all about. Or his son, because Hunter can do whatever he wants.
Of course he can. He's got the big guy behind him.
Of course.
But that's my Jerk Off Joe update.
And there was a couple other things out of Washington today. Oh, I saw Mayra Flores. She's the Mexican who won in Texas, turned the state red.
Mexican American.
Well,
Texas is a red state anyways.
Right.
It's the district, yeah.
Like Ronnie would be the first Italian. She's the first Mexican.
Yeah, well, Italian American.
Right.
Yeah. Uncle Ronnie.
She's very
tracksuits in the White House.
So you know what's crazy though? The election, it was like a special election. She's only in until November because I guess that seat was up anyway.
Yeah. Oh, she's got to win the. She got to win.
So
the,
she's got to win.
Yeah, she got to win the primary.
But,
she just won the primary. I mean, she's got to win the general.
They were saying on Fox News today that district that she won.
Yeah.
It's very heavily Democrat.
Of course it
like
is.
Biden won that district by like 22%.
Yeah.
And she had a good showing. Like she won by a good
because people
margin.
are tired of this shit, dude. That's why people
I
are
know,
tired of it, bro.
It's absolutely crazy.
They're tired of socialist agendas, bro. That's what it is, and that's the bottom line. You know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely know what you
You
mean.
know, people are tired of as bad. And Joe goes on TV and says that everything's great. And if you listen to him talk, his economy is amazing.
Oh, I know his plan's working. I mean, people are going to suffer for a little bit longer, but that's because everything's working. Everybody's okay.
Yeah, everything's working. Everything's working fine. Everything's working fine.
Yeah, it's just absolutely. Every time I hear that, I just I don't even know what to say because it's like really.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. So if I hear that guy say "Here's the deal" one more time,
I know that's like
here's the deal.
That's definitely like his favorite
quotation.
Yeah,
here's the deal.
It definitely is.
Joe, here's the deal. You're a jerk off.
Yeah.
Sincerely
yours.
Sincerely from me. You.
And for some reason, my graphic for Mark Davis is not in here. In other news today.
Did you see that guy's haircut? He looks like the Dutch paint boy, Mark Davis.
Oh, he definitely does.
He's got a bowl cut.
He absolutely does.
That guy's a billionaire and he's got a bowl cut.
But can you pull up that article about Davis?
Sure.
Because what he is doing is absolutely phenomenal, I think. He has decided to donate $1 million to Uvalde so they can help with their school security.
Yeah, he gave $1 million. I'm trying to find it now again. Hold on.
I know we had it in.
I have it right here.
He said he was, even though he's not from there, he was absolutely devastated.
No, the reason why is a former Raider player is from that town and still lives there, and he came to him.
Okay, I didn't see that.
He came to him for help. It's in the article you gave me. I'll tell you right now. Van McElroy, a former Raider star. I don't know if he was a star because I never heard of him. He grew up in Uvalde and currently lives in Uvalde again. Davis prevented Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District, so it's like private schools, I think.
Yeah.
With a check via Zoom call this week saying, "We are proud to be part of something to make the children in these schools safer." 2 weeks ago, I had a conversation with Van. He told me about the hurt in his hometown and he was going through. He said that Uvalde was in pain and needed help. Davis added, "I asked him what we could do to ease the pain." So now the $1 million is going to go to surveillance equipment, impenetrable doors, and a wall around the school that's unscalable.
Oh, it's good.
So that's what that $1 million is going to go to, and good for the Raiders. And I'm not a Raider fan. I don't even like the Raiders.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of.
But even going back to the father, to Al Davis,
they've always been.
He's always helped out causes and stuff like that. I can't say that about the guy. So
I posted that on Facebook earlier. I've never been a fan of the family, but they've always been very generous to charity and like when there's tragedies that happen. Or,
absolutely, absolutely, they have.
When there's like acts of like Mother Nature and stuff like they've.
Always Hurricane Katrina and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Al Davis is always big on stuff like that. And you like my shirt? Brooklyn, baby, NYC. How you doing? You like that?
Oh, how you doing?
Brooklyn, NYC, baby. How you doing? Jill, Schnookums. Are you here, Schnookums? I call her Schnookums, Giggles. I got a lot of. Oh, what's the new one I gave her? Sugar Snap.
Yeah.
Call it Sugar Snap.
Now, in other news today, did you see that wonderful woman, Ghislaine Maxwell?
Ghislaine.
Her cellmate. Look at that mug right there.
Ghislaine.
I guess her cellmate has come clean with her that she's been offered money 2 separate times to off Maxwell.
Of course she has. They want to get her suicided like Epstein.
Yeah, they
don't want they don't want what happened on that island and who was on that island to ever come out, my friend.
Yeah,
like they already know Clinton traveled there 34 times.
Yeah,
Bill Clinton,
many times. So check this out. It says, lawyers for Ghislaine Maxwell say her cellmate in prison has claimed on several occasions now to have been offered money to kill the 60-year-old Jeffrey Epstein accomplice. Her attorneys made the claim in a court filing Wednesday, in which they called for leniency after she was convicted of sex trafficking and helping pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein abuse teenage girls. One of the
Yeah, she was the madam of the place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And she would go out and recruit at the high schools and stuff. It says one of the female inmates in Mix Maxwell's housing unit told at least 3 other inmates that she had been offered money on multiple occasions to murder Miss Maxwell, and she planned to strangle her in her sleep, the court files read.
Really?
Yeah. The incident reflects the brutal reality that there are numerous prison inmates who would not hesitate to kill Miss Maxwell, whether for money, fame, or simply because it was a crime with a child.
Or some soups.
Yeah, or some soups. That's
or
right.
Some
Let
soups.
me get them soups. Let me
Or
get
some
one
soups.
of them chili soups.
Yeah, or some soups, you know. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That people are very worried about that she has some black book with a lot of names on it that been on that island.
Oh, I know.
They're terrified of it. Like
so,
I told you about the picture, the painting, the portrait with Bill Clinton.
So when they raided his house in New York, there was a secret room there, and it was like a control room where it had monitors set up. They recorded every second and every inch of the house, and they think that they did that going back to the house in Florida. They think the whole island, the Virgin Islands, was wired for sound and video. And it was because there was always famous rich people there. It was there to blackmail them if they were ever in trouble or use it for.
I can't believe you never saw this. The picture of Bill Clinton hung in Jeffrey Epstein's home. Clinton.
Yeah, no, I never have seen that.
Bill Clinton. I don't know if anyone can see it. It's Bill Clinton in a dress.
That's crazy.
With red high heels on.
We will
actually tilt it down. There you go. That hung in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
We'll get that added on.
So they do not want that black book coming out.
We'll get that added into our graphics so you guys can actually see that picture tomorrow. But these two scumbags right here, this lovely couple, what they did was just pretty much unleash terror on neighborhoods for like a good 2 decades.
No. You see, they weren't going to high schools, bro. They were going to like Paris. They were
right.
They were saying they had like a modeling company. They were bringing these 12-year-old like models over from like other countries.
Right. No. His house in Florida, the way that they caught on.
Oh, that was the island, you mean?
No, the island was the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay. Right.
He had a house in Florida.
Yeah.
Where he had one girl at the high school recruiting other girls.
Really?
He'd pay him $300 for a massage, and one of the girls' mothers found a wad of cash. In her daughter's room.
Yeah.
The daughter came clean. She called the cops. They interviewed like 35 girls from the 3 high schools in that area.
Yeah.
That had all been there. And then one of them came clean about a lot of stuff. Became like an informant. They gave detailed stuff about what was in his house. They raided his house. But like when they raided his house, all his hard drives had just been ripped out of the computers. Like he got tipped off. Like
of course
he knew it was.
He had a lot of connections.
And like all like the couches, the massage rooms, everything that the kids described to the cops, it was like that when they raided the house.
Really?
And that's what he actually pled guilty to that in like 2004, and he did 1.5 years in jail down in county in Florida.
Really?
But they had it where he got his own jail. He got to leave every day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to go to his office where he had women there at his office.
Really?
He got to come back. He only really had to be there over the weekend, and he had his own jail. So that was actually the charges they brought back up on him. I forget who it was. It was one of the guys Trump fired, actually. Was the district attorney down there when it happened, and that's why he resigned, actually. I forget who it was, the guy from Florida.
Because he gave him all those breaks?
Because he gave him all those breaks.
Really?
And there was a huge investigation into it, and then Maxwell never... Oh, and that was another thing. By Epstein taking that plea deal...
Yeah.
It gave anyone and everyone else involved immunity from any future charges. That's why Maxwell never got charged.
Really?
But yeah, when the feds got it all and read it all, and then they started investigating them and found out it was going on in Florida, in the house in New York, that was when they raided everything. They brought the old charges back up, and that was when he killed. They gave him no bail. They arrested him when he was getting off his plane.
So there you go. There you go. A billionaire sicko. A billionaire deviant sexual predator. But right there. That was allowed to do it until yeah, and it's not that doesn't benefit anybody anymore. Then it's time to bring them down.
And like we're not just mentioning these people like Bill Clinton because
they're all named. They were all named.
Right, there's people,
that they traveled there to the island.
I love that we're supposedly on that island, like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, like and they don't like. Just think about it. Like they'd rather have her dead than the whole world find out what really happened if she really does have videos or whatever.
But you know what? You know what the whole deal is with that, right? with that whole list about who's been there and who hasn't been there?
They're never gonna.
No. If one person was on that list, they would have blew it up. That's all you would have heard about. But he wasn't. He was never there. He never traveled there. It was Trump.
Oh yeah, no, we knew that.
He met him at parties.
Yeah, at parties. That was
he never traveled to that island.
Right, like Bill Clinton, like Dave Chappelle.
Bill Clinton.
Those guys flew there like dozens of times.
No, Bill Clinton 35 times. They said.
Yeah,
that he was logged on a private jet to go there.
Dave Chappelle went around 12 times. Like they used to.
So they're all sickos. Then.
Yeah, they used to have like events there too. For and that was always their reason for coming. But
so they're all sickos. Then.
Yeah,
they're all sick bastards. Then see, and I told you this before too. In Hollywood, the child sex ring and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that Corey Feldman hasn't been taken out yet because he swears he's got proof to name names and this and that, but he's yet to do it though. I mean, he made some documentary and I watched it, and he really didn't say anything. It said what happened to him. He didn't say who did it. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of
other than his manager.
Yeah, there's a lot of young actors that have gone through that in Hollywood.
He said that Corey Haim, which now Corey Haim is dead, so he can't defend himself or even refute it. But he said that Charlie Sheen, that Corey Haim had told him that Charlie Sheen had anally raped Corey Haim on the set of the movie Lucas in 1986.
Oh wow! But
the guy's dead, so he can't say that he said that to him or not. So you shouldn't even bring that up. That's hearsay at this point.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And then what else we had today? Oh, we saw something that we thought was interesting. That the mounted patrol down at the border.
Yeah,
they're actually getting sued because they said they whipped. No,
they're not getting sued. They're getting criminally charged.
Criminally charged. That's what it was. And if you ask me, that's crazy. These people were sneaking into our country illegally.
But they weren't whipped.
I understand that. They were just lassoed and grabbed. But I don't give a fuck if they were whipped. They were resisting. They were running into our country illegally. And they were stopped. Like
they are getting sued. I'm sorry. The Biden administration is getting sued by the mounted cops. Because they're trying to put the charges on them. So because the thing that they said was a whip was not a whip. It was something that corrals the horse. Now, if anyone rides horses, they can know what it is. I don't, so I don't know. But this thing is used to like corral the horse. But they blatantly try to go and they did say it to the public that it was a whip, and it wasn't a whip.
It doesn't even look like a whip in the pictures. Honestly, it looks like a lasso.
But it's something for the horse. It's not a whip. So they weren't out there whipping him.
I know at the big horse races, they have that like leather stick that they'll grab them with to try to like settle them down and stuff. It could have been one of those, yeah. But
it wasn't a whip, and they weren't whipping people. Yeah, that's why. So these mounted border patrol agents are now suing the Biden administration. Which, you know what? Hey, if you're going to slander somebody and you're going to make these guys out to be something they're not.
Yeah. See, as you can see in our picture here, it looks like just like a rope here. See. That's all it is.
It's not whipping him.
And it just so happens they got the rope in the photo. So of course, oh my God, he's whipping him. What are they doing? Absolutely crazy, bro.
Yeah. Well, now they're going to sue the Biden administration.
Of course.
It's such a clown. This is another thing too. It's such a clown show. Do you know that like 18 of the White House top aides all resigned?
Oh, dude, it's absolutely crazy.
They're all jumping ship now on this guy. They're all jumping ship on this sinking Titanic.
It's at the point where people in his own party and Congress and stuff are tired of him.
Here's the thing. How much of it is him and how much is it what's being forced him to do?
Yeah, and I mean...
From behind the scenes. Because everyone knows that someone is pulling the strings.
Oh, it's, even if they're not pulling the strings, I mean, they're telling him what to do. Like, he can't clearly make a decision on his own.
Listen, here's the deal.
No, believe me, I get it. Like I'm 90% positive that somebody's feeding him everything that he does.
It is the worst it's ever
I'm sure he sits in the room and has like some kind of input.
He eats ice cream.
Oh, he loves ice cream.
Loves ice cream.
Yeah.
I like ice cream too, so I can't really knock him on that. I'm a big ice cream fan.
But to be honest with you,
Jill, how's the ice cream in Oregon? Or no, Washington State. I'm sorry, she's not in Oregon. She's in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Seattle, Washington, the Mariners.
Yeah, but I asked her about the fish market. She said she didn't really know about it.
Yeah, I remember they used to show the fish.
They throw the fish around.
Yeah,
I seen it.
Show it on the beginning of The Real World.
Yeah, they throw the fish.
Yeah.
Oh, with your boy, The Miz.
It was actually that season too.
Yeah, The Miz.
But I mean, when it comes to Washington right now, the guy completely running it is such an ass. And I mean, you know how big of an ass he is? He's that big of a fucking ass, okay?
Oh, I know where we're going now.
No, before we get to the Kartrash... Actually, yeah, you know what? We got sports after the Kartrashians. In Kartrashian news today, the sisters are upset because social media's trolling Khloe over the paternity stuff that Tristan Thomas pulled with her.
Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Because he wants a paternity test on the kid?
Yeah, I think he already did it. Like, I think he pulled, like, some shit with her, like, because she wouldn't get back together with him.
That's common, though. That happens all the time.
But I think it's just now coming to air because it was, like, they showed it all on the Kardashian show.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, like, everybody is hearing about it now.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have an article for that, so let's just give me 1 second to pull it up.
Oh, I read that article.
Yeah. Kim said, all of you fucking trolls on the internet that make Khloe feel like the biggest piece of shit ever, I will find each and every one of you. Well, you better lose weight because with an ass like
you, you're not going to be able
to keep up fast.
Listen, okay. Now, we're public figures, right? I guess we are.
Yeah.
We're out in the public.
Yeah.
Now, if people are going to have opinions and say things, and they're not always going to be nice because people are people and humans are humans, and they always say things like that. If you put yourself out into a public situation, you're getting paid to be an entertainer, or you're getting paid to be whatever YouTuber like we are. You're going to take criticism, and you got to just be able to either have thick skin and laugh it off, or just their opinion don't matter to you.
Right.
But to react like that, each and every one, I'll find each and every one of you like, come on, man. Like, seriously, dude.
That's what, like,
seriously,
that's
bro.
what Kim's come to. This little innocent, like, one of these girls right here, one of these innocent little girls, is now telling people she's going to grow up and find them. I mean, look how they were raised. They're all in their matching outfits. They got their stepmother, Bruce, there. They had a whole bunch of, they had a whole bunch of love growing up. I mean, come on. How could you, how on earth do you think it turned out where they're getting heckled on social media?
I don't know. I don't know how something like that could happen. Pike Place Market, it's called, in Seattle, Washington. And you did draw a blank yesterday, Jill, because I asked you, and you're like, you did not answer it.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if she actually did that because it was. I don't know if she actually did that because it was through a text, so I can't actually say that that's exactly how she reacted to it. But yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
But we also talked about. Guess what we talked about?
What was that?
The Love Boat soon will be making another run. Remember the show?
Yeah, I'm a little too young for that.
The Love Boat promises something for everyone.
That was right before my time.
We got Gopher. Isaac the bartender. Oh, that was a great Captain Stubing. Captain Stubing. Okay. Captain Stubing was the captain.
That was definitely a little before me, bro.
Yeah, Captain Stubing.
My mother talks about the Love Boat.
Wow.
Yeah, she used to watch it.
What the fuck kind of company? I'm only a few years older than you. What kind of company? I remember it. Well, I'm older than you. I'm a little older.
You are older than me. Not by much, though. But I mean, hey, think about it. At least we don't wake up, roll over, and see this face every morning.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, and go get some ice cream, and then you can do me so I can just lay here and take it, Pete. I really just don't get it. I mean,
let's go get some ice cream.
This goofy fucking kid right here is hitting probably the most popular woman in the world.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Kim K.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's definitely like the most searched, Googled. She has been for years.
Broke Marilyn's dress.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, I mean, what do you expect?
Blasphemy, dude. Blasphemy.
What do you expect, man? When you're sitting there.
Hey, man, what do you expect, dude?
You go buy a dress that was made for fucking for Marilyn Monroe, who was half her size. You have an ass that's absolutely the size of fucking Jupiter right here, and you squeeze it into that goddamn piece of American history. What did you think was like? What the fuck is wrong with this girl? Look at that ass. She shouldn't be trying to fit it anywhere.
Listen, the number one question is, what is wrong with the people that had that dress, whether it was a museum or her estate?
How she was able to buy that?
That sold that dress. That should have been in a museum. She sang "Happy Birthday" to President JFK. Probably, other than like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, is one of the most famous presidents of all time.
Yeah.
Like, how did that dress ever get in her possession? See, money will buy you anything you want, man.
Yeah, I don't get it whatsoever.
Jill, I know you blinked for a minute, and I'm only messing with you. I'm joking with you, because usually it's the shoe's on the other foot. Usually you're the one talking, and I can only type. So I got to get everything I need to say out now.
Yeah, I know, right? Real quick, guys. Thank you for watching the show. If you're not a subscriber, if you guys could subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications, and
like the video, and also when we're done going live, because the chats don't stay. If you could comment on the video, it would help us a tremendous lot, and we would appreciate that. Also, what do we got going on next Wednesday, Nick?
So next Wednesday, that's actually part of what we got going on. Real quick, me and Bino are from Springfield, Mass. and our very own Springfield Thunderbirds.
I'm from West Springfield.
Or same thing. We grew up in Springfield. I just want to throw a quick shout out to these guys, even though none of you guys in the chat may know who they are. Our hometown Springfield Thunderbirds won Game 7.
AHL going to the Calder Cup Finals.
That's right. They won in Game 7 last night, 4-0. And we just want to wish them the best of luck going on into their best of 7 series for the Calder Cup.
Yes, they are the farm team of the NHL St. Louis Blues.
Yes. I'm gonna actually maybe look into tickets for that because I doubt they'd be too much. It'd be cool to go to a Calder Cup game.
I think they're sold out, bro.
They might.
There's only like 7,000 seats in that place.
Yeah, like what they do. I remember buying tickets for like the Revs playoff series. My wife loves soccer.
Yeah.
Like they sell it in a package.
Okay.
Like you buy the. So what we did, we got the tickets for game 1. It was $500 for the package.
Okay.
But it was like $150 for the second round, $150 for the semifinals, and $200 for the championship. We went to the second round game. And they lost, so they didn't take the next batch of money out. If they would have won that,
it would have been the $500.
Morning,
Okay, I was going to ask you that. What happens if they don't make it? So
like,
they just don't charge you.
They didn't sell individual tickets though. You had to buy the package to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I wonder if they hold that money and maybe they make, because they sell so many of them, they make a little interest on the escrow. I don't know how that would work, right?
Yeah,
they make something off of it, probably.
Yeah, because like we ordered like the playoffs. It was right before Thanksgiving, dude. It was like, dude. And November was like 75 degrees every day. The night of the game, it was the coldest night in November.
Of course it was.
It was -5. Dude.
Because you were going.
It was crazy.
Of course it was, because you were going.
Oh, my God.
Of course it was.
They actually wound up losing in overtime. They tied the game in extra time and sent it to overtime. Or no, they actually lost in penalty kicks.
Oh, the kicks. Yeah, that's what soccer goes to, the penalty kicks.
But sticking with sports, we got a big Game 6 tonight in the NBA Finals. We got the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors. The game is in Boston tonight. Who you taking, B? What do you got? What do you think?
The game's in Boston tonight?
Yeah, because Game 7 would be in Golden State.
Okay. I gotta go. I gotta stick with the Celtics. I know you got the Warriors winning it tonight. Game 6.
I want the Celtics to win as much as I do.
No, but your pick was Game 6. Warriors.
Before the playoffs even started, I did pick the Warriors to beat the Celtics in 6 games.
So you got to stick with that.
And I honestly think it's going to happen. I think Boston's completely exhausted.
I think because the guy's so due, I think Tatum comes out and drops about a 50 spot, and they win.
And I say the same thing about Klay Thompson. I think he comes out and has the game of his career tonight.
Jill, thank you very much. You're awesome. You're the best. Schnookums, you're the best.
Jill.
You're the best, Schnookums. And I'll tell you, Schnookums, maybe I will drive out there. That's a long drive. I don't fly.
Dude, that would take. Dude, I didn't fly.
2,900 miles.
Yeah, dude, I didn't fly either.
Take a train. I'll take an Amtrak because that way you got a sleeper car. I can take a nap.
Let me tell you something, dude.
I like to sleep.
I was terrified to fly. The first time I flew, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
No, I've flown, but I won't. I won't ever again. I get I get like paranoid, freaked out, like anxiety, like panic attack. I can't.
Oh man, you could take the train.
Oh, I'll take a train.
That would probably only take you like 5 days.
I'll take a train. No, it won't take 5 days.
It's
2,900 miles.
Yeah, it's 3,033 miles. It's a 45-hour drive.
Do it from West Springfield.
It's
2,900 miles.
Massachusetts to Seattle.
From West Springfield to Seattle is 2,900 miles. 2,959, I believe. How about that? How about them apples, Buster?
2,958. Yep. 44 hours.
Told you. I couldn't drive 44 straight hours, Nick.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, I tried to drive straight through from Florida and couldn't do it.
Number one is I got bad vision in my right eye. So at night, I can't drive.
That's why I had to pull over.
I can't see at night.
Once it got the slightest bit dark, I had to pull over.
And it's not the darkness that does it to me. It's the headlights.
When I start seeing the lights and the brake lights, I literally see double vision.
Yeah,
it's really
the
bad.
headlights that get me. I can't see at night. I can't see at night. That's probably because I'm getting old, right? Someone to shoot that out on me. Probably because you're getting old.
Goodness.
Up yours. I'm only as old as I feel, and I don't feel my age. I'll tell you that much. I don't act my age. I'll tell you even
more. We
more.
definitely don't act our age. We like to have a lot of fun.
I try to have as much fun as possible.
But yeah, as far as the Boston Celtics go tonight, I'm wishing them the best of luck. I'd love to see him.
Tatum's going to drive. Tatum is so due to have a big game. He's been so off in this series. He's so due to explode. I say Tatum explodes and they force Game 7. That's my pick. I'm sticking with it.
I mean, I think it'll be a really good game tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try to stay awake and see the whole thing.
I'm going to go with you don't. Well, it's on the East Coast. You might.
It still starts at 9 o'clock.
Jesus. Oh, because of the West Coast, yeah.
Yeah. And let me one other thing before we sign off. I know you're not really the biggest wrestling guy.
I'm really not.
But as we got AEW and the New Japan Forbidden Door pay-per-view coming up, I watched Dynamite last night. That was the best 2-hour episode of wrestling I've seen from any company in the last couple of years. It was a phenomenal episode. Shout out to them. I can't wait for that pay-per-view. That's going to be really cool. And official now, we got Switchblade Jay White
Good for you.
defending the IWGP title at Forbidden Door. I'm pumped.
No clue. You know what I watched last night?
It's probably some documentary.
It was a documentary.
I know. I usually go to bed watching documentaries.
It was a documentary about the Gulag in the Soviet Union.
You know what I've been watching quite a bit of? I've been watching a lot of the like how everything in Afghanistan's going currently.
No, it's terrible. I just asked my neighbor. He'll tell you.
Like I watched a lot about that. I'm actually really fascinated
It's
about
terrible.
it.
My neighbor's Afghani. He told me it's awful.
Like I check up on like the Al Jazeera news every morning.
Yeah.
The last couple of weeks, it's just because it really like 20 years. I mean, countless trillions of dollars, and it's worse there than it was when we got there and tried to help. Like that was such a fucking waste.
The Taliban is stronger today than the day we invaded.
That's what I mean.
They're
like
more of a military presence today than when we invaded.
What I mean.
So for 20 years we were there blowing up dirt,
and even
and now they're more armed than they ever were.
Even the 20 years we were there, and they built the Afghan National Army.
Yeah.
You know, the Taliban still held like 65% of Afghanistan.
We just had the bases.
Yeah, it was just a couple of the big countries, the big cities
the capital, and we had the bases.
Yeah,
and then they couldn't operate around because that's all it was.
Like I've been watching. There's one documentary called Obama's War. That was really good. I watched it last night.
About Syria?
For the first time. No, it was about how he wanted to make sure he stayed in Afghanistan and did everything and just wasted a ton of money.
Of course. Well, socialist.
He lost a ton of money. We lost a ton of American citizens that went to battle for the country.
Socialism.
And it was just ridiculous. Really good documentary, though. I think you'd like it.
Socialism.
But as you guys know, we got the giveaway next Wednesday during Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's right, we do. And it's going to be 25, 25, and 50 for the final.
Yeah, we're giving away a cash prize each period. Now, you do have to be in the chat to get the prize. You gotta be in here. And last time we didn't have to be. This time you have to be in the chat or you are disqualified. Not disqualified. If your name gets called and you're not here, it goes on to the next person. Yeah, that's you'll have. I know we're on like a minute delay, so you'll have about 90 seconds to reply in the chat, and then we'll go to the next person if you.
Yeah, we can't just keep sitting around and I watch Jill and like what she does, and she'll call someone's name and then move on to someone else. Then they pop back in like, oh, what happened to me? Well, listen, if you don't hear your name called, especially in a giveaway.
Yeah.
In her case, she's giving away free readings, free tarot card readings, and if they're not there, you know what I mean. You got to sit there. That's what you're getting for free.
Yeah. So be in the room when we call your name. You claim your prize. And remember, we've had some awesome watch parties. We've given away a bunch of money. So I'm excited for the next winners.
I want to throw a shout out to Jill Neifong Pei Tarot. You can check her channel out. Jill, if you want to put the link in the room, you're more than welcome to do that. She's great. She's awesome. I mean, if you're into tarot, if not, give it a try. It's fun. You know what I mean? Maybe find something out. But yeah, give her a try. Give her a chat. Jill, thank you very much for donating to the channel. We appreciate that very much. And also, if you look up here, you can donate to our channel because everything we do comes out of pocket. The giveaways, the production, everything comes out of pocket between me and Nick. And if you want to donate $1, $2, $3, and if you donate $100, Nick, what do they get, buddy?
They get a special prize.
Tell them what they get, Nick. You're proud of it. I'm
very proud of it. Yeah. They get the B to the I to the N to the O T-shirt.
Oh, come on, man.
They get a Kickin' It Live T-shirt.
And what are they gonna get?
And they get the 8x10 autographed of yours truly.
Of him, not me, because I don't do autograph. I don't do pictures. I'm gonna give no one a picture.
And then also you'll be on our VIP list for 6 months, and every month you'll get a recorded episode of
just
something
for you
that we did sent out to you just for you. That won't be on our regular pages.
It will not be on the regular pages at all. And also, don't forget, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification button, and after the video drops, because the live chats are gone, if you can leave a comment, we would definitely appreciate that a lot.
All right, guys. Well, that's what we got for you today. Hopefully, you guys are ready for your Friday and the weekend. We'll see you guys tomorrow before we're out of here for the weekend. And then we got the big giveaway next week. So go Celtics, and good night, guys.
Peace.